Thank you for the invitation. I will speak on behalf of the future. I will tell you about the old world, the world that is disappearing and going into history, and the new world, the world of tomorrow, because we are going to live the rest of our lives in the future. Isn't that true? Thank you. So, I will tell about the future. I'll have the help of a fairy tale, a very famous fairy tale written by Hans Christian Andersen. And this is the story. It's the story about Tuma Jussi. Tuma Jussi? Okay, thank you. In English it's Clumsy Hans. But please, first rule, he's not clumsy, he's not stupid, he's not wicked, he's smart. He knows his customer. Why am I including this fairy tale? Because a story is a very strong tool. It's a strong motivator in business, in politics, and in nations. The nation story. Are you prepared to die for Finland? Most people are. Most Finns, okay. Are you going to die for religion if necessary? A lot of people would do that. Are we going to die for Denmark if need be? Yes, it's a strong story. Are you going to die for your company? You can ask your colleagues tomorrow. Will they die for the company? Anyway, company names, company stories are strong motivators. They create culture. They create values. Saimaa area, the same, a good story. Okay, who is this Clumsy Hans? The old king has only one daughter, and he wants her to marry a good person, and he will become king. So there's a competition. All young men come and propose to the princess. And if the princess say, hey, this is the guy, the matter is settled, and he will become the new king. Very traditional setting in a fairy tale. So we have three brothers, two very clever brothers, very clever. They have read all books, they know everything. And then we have one stupid brother. They go to the court, they go to the castle. But please, like I told you, Clumsy Hans is the smartest. He uses his common sense. He knows that the princess is bored in the court. She wants experiences. She wants amusements. So, you may have guessed already, it's Clumsy Hans that wins the princess. Why? Because he believes in his own values. He does not listen to old school ideas, the old words. He's unorthodox, he's innovative, and first of all, he knows his customer, the princess. The clever brothers, they are from the past. They come from big companies. They come from hierarchies. They are experts. This shows the way of life in a human being. First you are a teenager, outgoing, unorthodox, innovative, breaking the rules, at least bending them. Then gradually you become bureaucratic. Yeah, let's wait for tomorrow. And then we die. It's not a joke. The same with companies. And we have so many old companies all over the world. So that's why I'm talking about the old world, the disappearing worlds, the bureaucratic worlds, and the new one. First, people like me, that means you trust today, you trust your friends, your families, your colleagues. You don't trust the experts, you don't trust politicians, you don't trust bureaucrats. Any advertising company will tell you this. When you are going to a movie, you don't read the papers. Is it any good? You ask your friends. So let's assume that Hans comes to Seimer. What will he do? Modern day Seimer, man of the future. He arrives. What will he do? The first thing, he's building a few-person factory with 3D printing. Time allows me not to go into detail with this revolutionary technology, but write it down, please. 3D printers. They can print small things, they can print houses. It's an industrial revolution. The next 5–10 years will revolutionize the industry, any industry, cars, housing, anything, retail. Print a bike. Print yourself a sculpture, print a house. Hans will also start an e-learning company. Learn from home. Coursera, an American company, is doing it already. You have the best teachers in the world. It's a fast-growing industry, but it's still in the beginning. So Hans is a clever person. After starting the 3D printing factory, he starts the e-learning. You can see here to the left, this is classroom learning. This guy has given up. It is too much. It's too boring. The hours are too long. He starts several other companies, self-publishing books. Self-publishing, 50% of books in the US are self-published. Soon it'll be 100%. What about the old publishers in Finland and in Denmark? Some will go into eternal sleep. Others will reinvent themselves. What about newspapers? Same problem. Self-publishing into music, promoted through YouTube. E-commerce, yes, of course. You buy via the internet. You can promote on YouTube. This is Gangnam Style. I'm not going to perform it though. 1 billion viewers. Hans is a clever guy. He creates a center for mental illnesses because 25% of the adult population has a mental illness sometime during the year. 25. What are they thinking about? What about the cures? Not much. Stress, is it growing? Yeah, like this, because of our lifestyle. Maybe Hans forgot the retail revolution. If you have a 3D printer and a scanner, you can produce the clothing, the dresses, the suits in the shop. And you can simply decide, what kind of person am I going to be tonight? Is it Superman, or sexy man, or clever man, or stupid drunk man? Back to nature. We're living in cities, not all of us, but nearly. But we are visiting nature. And I noticed, in order to go back to nature, to visit, for example, Saimaa area, you need 2 reasons to go there. Nature is one of them, but you need one extra. Fishing, boating, diving, swimming, golf. Or perhaps, and that's a new thing, curing mental illnesses. Nature is a superior cure for mental illnesses. Peace and quiet. I have very long 10 minutes, so I'll make a brief going through. These are the emotional markets. These slides will appear later on, I'm told. So please, you have the market for food and whatever to get enough when you are hungry. But the emotional markets, the market for love, it's enormous. Any popular music is about love. I love you not. Freedom, that's a beer later this afternoon. Great answers, that's religion. Tradition, that's Christmas. And change, that's doing something else. Care, recognition. Okay. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Note. Recognition, that means, watch me, I'm an interesting person. Facebook, yes, exactly. That's what we need at the moment. But we are moving up to self-actualization. The new organization, the old one is to the left. Have you seen this kind of chart? Who is allowed to talk to who? The one on the right is driven by values. The red ones, they care a lot about the company, care a lot about Saimaa area. The yellow ones, yeah, we care, but we leave at 4. And the blue ones, they don't care. And the green ones is, it's only because there has been an artist into this. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.